Hello everyone, this is Luke. Um, this time I'm going to talk to you about faith or belief. It it is pronounced as pistis in Greek. And what does it mean when we say faith? What's the core meaning of faith, especially when it's used in Greek? So we can have a look at this website, Bible Hub. And the word used in Greek is pistis, and it's translated as faith. And as you can see, definition is faith or faithfulness, and its use is like belief, trust, confidence. Um, but the actual meaning or the word comes from the word called pitho, and it means to persuade or to be persuaded. Therefore, pistis essentially means being persuaded or persuasion, and that is faith. So when we talk about faith, especially in the New Testament or Greek sense, it means to be persuaded by God. As you can see, in short, pistis, faith, for the believer is God's divine persuasion, and therefore distinct from human belief or confidence. Yet it does involve it. So what happens is the God helps us to have faith because he persuades us, and that births faith in us. So that's how we believe. And so that's the Greek sense. So, how God shows himself to us, and the way he persuades us is it can be through the Bible, it can be through other Christians or the nature itself. There are many ways that we come to believe in God, but essentially it's faith. And how can you grow faith? How can you be, great in faith? And I believe it's also related to how persuaded we are in of God's goodness and God's greatness. So if you really persuaded that God is alive and he is good and he is with you, then your actions, your behavior, and everything you do will be connected to that belief or persuasion. It's just like, for example, the plane you are on, you get on, it will be okay because you are persuaded that the airplane has been made well and strong and firm. So you just hop onto it. You're persuaded. So whether you like it or not, you have that faith or persuasion that it's gonna be okay. And it's like that in life. It all depends on how persuaded you are of that person. So for example, person you trust, you know usually they have proven themselves to be faithful, or because of the record, of their character and their personality. And there are some people you don't really trust because of you are not persuaded, you are not convinced that you can really trust them or believe them. And this is quite interesting. But later on I'd like to talk to you about Hebrew word faith, and that's even more shocking, even more interesting. But for now we will just stick to the Greek um, word pistis. So you can, so therefore, what do we need to do to grow our faith and to help other people to know God and believe God? Basically, it's all about persuasion. It can be through words, it can be through our love for them, the way we talk to them and how we show the goodness of God through our words and our behavior and our actions. And all of these things persuade people around us to believe in God. We don't, of course, we need to talk about, why God is alive, or, prove, evidence that God is alive. All these things are good. But I think it's important that we are persuaded first, and that's I think that's one of the main focus that we need to be thinking about, so that so you can read books, you can read you can watch YouTube videos of about things that are related to God and His love, and yeah, but it's all about persuasion, and you need to do it with love, and God did it with love. I mean it's Easter coming up soon, Resurrection Day. We've just had the Passover in Israel, Passover celebration. Um, yeah, so it's all about persuasion. It's all about whether you're convinced or not. If you're not convinced, then that's not faith. If you are convinced, then there it is, your faith. Okay, so what do you think? I hope this helps you to in understanding faith in the Greek New Testament, and also help your faith. And I'll talk to you later.